Hey, how's it going? I am Amanda Gold, and some of you know who I am because you are subscribed to my channel and watch these here videos that I make for you. Most recently, I did the series on how to deal with noisy neighbors, and I really hope that helped. But today I'm here because yesterday I announced that I'm making myself available for one-on-one coaching, and I'm really excited to be able to do that for you guys, for those of you who want more help with noisy neighbors and many, 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 many other things. Basically, helping you with your thoughts and your mind and making a kick-ass life. So I'm recording this video to talk more about who I am and what coaching is and how it's helped me and how it can help you. And I definitely encourage any questions. You can email me at amandagoldmakesart@gmail.com. Plus, you can schedule a free introductory meeting to talk with me about this in person, and you can ask me questions and see if we would be a good fit. So first, a little bit about me and how I even came to be a life coach. So I struggled for many, many years with low self-esteem, depression, and a whole host of other negative ways of thinking. Basically, I was miserable from as early as I can remember. And then when I was 16, I became addicted to drugs and alcohol, and I lived in that hell for over 16 years. I've survived homelessness, violent relationships, and abuse, and now I've been sober for over 6 years and I feel amazing today. So I'm less interested in the physical manifestations of transformation. I'm interested in them, they're awesome. The material world definitely has been getting better and better in all the ways you would think. I have an upgraded living situation, I make more money, I'm achieving big goals like finishing school was the most recent one. I'm in a wonderful, healthy relationship. I make more art. I have more opportunities, better friendships, those kind of things. But the real transformation is in how I view the world, how I feel on a daily basis about myself and everything that happens around me. I was just such a miserable kid and then spent so many years as a miserable teenager and then as a young adult and then as an adult when it just wasn't cute anymore. And now it just feels so good to feel good in the world and in my skin and as a human on the planet today. So um, now that I'm more in charge of my own mind, the world has basically opened up and I experience a deep sense of okayness, like this fundamental goodness, this sense of belonging, of joy in the midst of pain or dark times. Like life is still life, right? There's still shitty things and challenges that I have to deal with, but now I genuinely love life today and I know that anything is possible and that I can get through anything and yeah, there's just this underlying feeling of being happy and okay and held in the world. And I love that and I want to share that. So how did I get here to where everything is awesome? Well, getting sober was definitely the first step, and my journey included a 12-step recovery program. And then I got into therapy, which was really helpful. And then I started to develop and manage my own mind through practices like meditation, yoga, just generally exploring my own spirituality and making it work for me and suit my life. And then ultimately, I discovered life coaching, and things really started to shift there. So it's definitely a complementary practice. Like I still go to my 12-step meetings, I still have a therapist, I still do lots of things that help me feel like the best version of myself and keep me growing and keep me happy and sane and all those things. But coaching is awesome. Like it's one of the things that I really wanted to dive deep on, and it can totally stand alone as its own thing. It definitely stands alone as a useful practice. So you might be asking yourself now, what is coaching? What is a lot of people I think have either don't know what it is or think it's like therapy or whatever. And I definitely didn't always know what it was, but now I do. So I'll share with you. Um, I would say one way to describe coaching is that it's for people who, for sure, it's for people who are functional on some level, right? So when I talk about how I had to get sober first and then get a therapist, that was me getting to a place of being a functioning human being, right? Before I was so dysfunctional, I couldn't even manage the basics of running a life. But once I became more functioning, could hold down a job, could take care of my basic needs, then I was able to go further. And so coaching is for people like that. Like if your life is okay, but you're not satisfied, like something's missing or some parts just aren't working right, or maybe you keep running into this one area where you're struggling all the time. That could be relationships or your creative practice or your job or whatever. Like basically, as a coach, I can help you go from fine to fucking amazing, or like from bare minimum to kicking ass with both feet. It's a great tool for when you just know that you have more in you, or when you know that life could be more, but you feel stuck or frustrated or overwhelmed or whatever. You just feel like there's so much more your life could be, but you have no idea how to make that happen. So the super short elevator pitch about what a coach does, or at least my method of coaching is about. Like there's tons of coaches out there, there's tons of different ways of doing it, but my method is based on this truth that your thoughts create your feelings every time, no exception. Your feelings then are what drive your actions or prevent you from taking necessary actions, and then your actions are what create your results. So if you feel like shit, I can help you identify the thinking that you have going on that's fueling that feeling. And this is really helpful because as your coach, I can ask you questions that your brain doesn't even think to ask, because your brain has the habit, all our brains get this habit of thinking the thoughts that it's used to. And so when I first started seeking coaching, my brain was used to thinking really unhelpful and negative thoughts. And what a coach does is help you get out of autopilot and can have like an objective view that helps you think, well, ask good questions, ask powerful questions, and then help you see things in a new and different way and think new and different thoughts. So my job is to have a conversation with you basically that and ask those questions, show you what you're currently thinking, and then show you how those thoughts are creating your current life and results. And then what I do is help you find more useful thoughts that you can practice in order to get the results that you actually want. And those results can be whatever the fuck you want to dream up. I can help you get there. Let's see. So yeah, this is simple but not easy. Like I can explain it to you in less than a minute. But with my help and practice, this is a skill that you practice and then you learn it, and then you can fly free and do this by yourself, which is awesome. So this is a cool thing about coaching. I think that it has a time limit, ideally. Maybe as a client, you might want to come back for a touch up or a refresher if a new life experience or a new opportunity comes up. But basically, the goal is to work together intensively for a set amount of time, usually just a few months. And that's just to help you stabilize or get past your major hurdles, get your life where you want it to be, and then you're able to keep going and basically coach yourself with the tools that we learned and practiced together. And we're not going to dig into your past too much or what happened to you or what other people did. This isn't therapy. We are going to look at what's got you stuck now, what thinking that you have that's got you stuck, and what it is that you need to think and do to get where you want to go. And if there are outside circumstances or other people involved, I can help you detach from your beliefs about that. One of the most common ways that I think we stay stuck is believing that outside circumstances have to change or other people have to change in order for us to be happy. And good news, that is not true. So I can help you kind of get there. And now I want to share real quick what qualifies me to be a coach. Why the heck should you send me an email, and why should we talk, and how can I help you? Well, I'm a recent graduate of Naropa University, where I was an interdisciplinary studies major, and I was studying gender and women's studies, peace and conflict studies, art therapy, social innovation, community-based learning, and the psychology of intimate relationships. And this was all in the container of a contemplative learning environment where I was just as active working on transforming myself as I was learning how I wanted to transform the world. And then I have served as a consultant with various nonprofits over the years, mostly working on behalf of individuals experiencing homelessness. I was also a social worker for many years, serving severely mistreated and highly marginalized populations. And while working to help these individuals find their inner fire and strength and kind of get their lives in order, I also supported my fellow coworkers who were struggling just as much with burnout, compassion fatigue, and secondary trauma. And I found myself helping them take better care of themselves and find what made them come alive and feel rejuvenated, healthy, and engaged with this challenging work. I'm trained in motivational interviewing, nonviolent communication, and I have earned my peer and family support certification through the Colorado Providers Association. I've taught classes and given talks to hundreds of people about self-care, finding purpose, peer support, and living your most amazing life while staying sober. But I think my most compelling qualification is how passionate I am about this work. I fell in love with coaching when I realized that learning how to manage my mind basically made me an unstoppable badass. I found freedom, peace of mind, and so much more with these tools. And what fueled my becoming a coach was not only seeing the benefits it brought to me in my life, but feeling so excited to share this with other people. And it's crazy. A lot of people aren't even aware that this is a thing. That we're actively taught that other people and outside influences cause our emotions, and then we are not taught how to manage our own minds. We're not taught that we can cultivate the feelings that we want to feel intentionally. And as I can show you, this is the superpower, right? Like when we manage our mind, we manage our emotions, and then we can create anything we want to in this world. So I'm really excited to help you discover this whole new way of existing because it really, really does open up just this incredible vista of possibility and wonder and all the good things. So if you're ready to take your life from good enough to goddamn terrific, then shoot me an email and we can talk more. I would love to talk to you more about this. Hit me up at amandagoldmakesart@gmail.com and I'll answer any questions you have. Plus, you can set up a free discovery call to see if we're a good fit. So I will be back tomorrow with my first episode of Try It Tuesday, where I'm going to share an exercise or tool that I'm using to, manage my mind or to get over fear or be more creative or whatever it is. And then I'm going to challenge you to try it with me for a week. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. And I really look forward to hearing from you soon. All right, talk to you later. Bye.